Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Business Studies with Saad Abdul Karim. Let's have a comprehensive overview of O1, business activity and classification. A business by definition is a legally recognized entity which is designed to provide goods and services by making use of the resources available. Basic concepts: economic problem is the result of the existence of unlimited wants and limited resources to fulfill those wants. This is also known as scarcity. Scarcity is when the economy does not have sufficient resources to fulfill the unlimited needs and wants. A need is good or a service which is essential for living, like food. A want is a good or service which people would like to have but which is not essential for living, like a branded perfume. Wants are unlimited. Factors of production are the resources needed to provide goods or services. There are four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Land, it covers all the natural resources. Labor, it covers all the human resources. Capital, it covers the finance, machinery, and equipment. Enterprise, it covers the risk-taking ability of the person who brings together the other three factors of production. Opportunity cost. It is the next best alternative given up by choosing another option. In other words, it is the value of a product foregone to produce or obtain another product. Division of labor is when the production process is split up into different tasks and each worker performs one of these tasks. It is also known as specialization. Added value can also be defined as the difference between a particular product's final selling price and the direct and indirect input used in making that particular product. Opportunity cost is the cost of next alternative foregone. For example, you have rupees 2000. Either you can buy a book or can buy a bag. If you prefer to buy a book, then bag will become your opportunity cost. Now let's understand the stages of business activity. Primary. This includes all those industries involved in the first stage of the production process. They are at the primary stage of production. Simply speaking, they are all the natural resources. This includes the extractive industries, agriculture and fishing. These provide the raw material that are made into finished goods by manufacturing industries. So, जो भी रॉ मटेरियल है वो प्रोवाइड होता है तो वो आपकी प्राइमरी स्टेजेस से होता है, जैसे कि एग्रीकल्चर है, फॉरेस्ट्री है, एंड सो ऑन. Secondary, this includes all those industries involved in manufacturing the finished goods from the raw materials provided by primary producer. It includes textile manufacturers, the car industry, the steel industry, and the consumer goods industry in general. All the man-made resources, जो भी manufacturing होगी वो किस में आएगी? Secondary में आएगी. Tertiary में सारी services आएंगी, जितनी भी services हैं. These industries don't produce goods, but instead provide services that enable the production of goods by primary and secondary producer to take place more efficiently. Economic system. The three major economic questions are what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. A market consists of all those people or firms who wish to exchange a given good or service. Any market for a good or service is therefore made of all the producers who make and sell that particular product and all those consumers willing and able to buy. A market does not refer to a particular location. Any organization or person who wants to buy or sell a particular good or service, wherever in the world they may be, is part of the market for that good or service. A market economic system. In a market economic system, all firms aim to make a profit, and they do this by moving scarce resources Away from producing things, people will not buy into the production of goods, services that they will buy. What is produced in a market economy depends therefore on what consumers want and are willing to pay for. These are two impractical things like market economy and the planned economy. We could say that the extremes. Now, the planned economy, what, how, and for whom to produce is decided and planned centrally by the government. Central government has ownership and control of all the resources. Firms aim to produce what the government wants. And here is the practical economic system which is adopted by 99% of the countries. It combines government planning with the use of the free markets. Private sector and public sector both produce with different aim each. A mixed economy attempts to overcome the disadvantages of the market economic system by using government intervention to control, regulate different markets. So simply speaking, defense, education, utilities, health, so it is controlled by the government, whereas all the goods, cell phone, LED, cars, ACs, so these are going to be produced by the common people, like private people. Enterprise, business growth and objectives. Now, what are the qualities of a successful entrepreneur? To be a successful entrepreneur, you're supposed to have these qualities so that you can be on the top and people working for you. Self-driven, most small business owners are driven to succeed. They want to see their business grow. Goal-oriented, most successful business owners take time to set goals so that they have clarity about what they are going and how they intend to get there. Confident, the most successful business owners have a steady, quiet confidence but not arrogant. Passionate, it can be very difficult to overcome the challenges of starting and running a successful business without a true passion for work. So सक्सेसफुल एंटरप्रेन्योर के लिए ये चार चीज़ें और भी होनी चाहिए. तो सेल्फ ड्रिवन होना चाहिए, गोल ओरिएंटेड होना चाहिए, कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए, पैशनेट होना चाहिए, तब जाके बात बनेगी. उसके अलावा क्या है, बजट माइंडेड, हिज एबिलिटी टू नो व्हाट फंड्स यू हैव अवेलेबल, where to reduce expenses and how to manage cash flow is very important quality a successful entrepreneur has. और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि कम्युनिकेटर अच्छा होना चाहिए, बात करनी आनी चाहिए, अपने जो भी ऑर्डर्स हैं वो अपने वर्कर्स को सही तरह पहुंचाने आनी चाहिए. So a good communicator is one of the most important quality of a successful entrepreneur, as he should be good at delegating, communicating his goals to workers and negotiate with the suppliers. Hard worker होना चाहिए. Hard worker, long hours and short holidays are required to run the businesses, especially when business is just started. Creative, new ideas about products, services, and ways of attracting new customers in order to differentiate his business from existing competitors. Now, when we speak in terms of growth, we do have two ways that the business can grow. Either can grow internally or it can grow externally. Internal growth means expansion of a business by means of opening new branches, shops, or factories. This growth can be very slow, however, it can avoid problems of excessively fast growth, which tends to lead to inadequate capital, overtrading, and management problems associated with bringing two businesses together that often have different attitudes and cultures. Simply speaking, इंटरनली किस तरह ग्रो होगा कि आपके अपने बिजनेस की ही डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस खुल जाएं. जैसे इम्तियाज़ है तो उसकी ब्रांचेस खुल जाएं, ठीक है. बैंक अल हबीब है तो उसकी खुल जाएं. सेंट ग्रेगरी है तो 3-4 ब्रांचेस और खुल जाएं. ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हम एक्सटर्नल ग्रोथ है तो आप देखें कि उसमें सेंट ग्रेगरी किसी और स्कूल के साथ मर्ज या टेक ओवर हो जाए, जैसे जैज़ या वारिद हो गए थे या जो है सोनी एरिक्सन हो गए थे. तो ये एक्सटर्नल ग्रोथ क्या होती है? टू बिजनेसेस व्हेन दे गेट टुगेदर. So external growth is achieved by means of merging with or taking over another business from either the same or a different industry. This form of growth is often referred to as integration, as it involves bringing together two or more firms. There are two types of integration, horizontal and vertical integration. So horizontal integration, union of same industry, example, banks merges with another bank. The merger reduces the number of competitors in the industry. There are opportunities for economies of scale. The combined business will have a bigger share of total market than either firm before the integration. Horizontal में क्या है कि एक ही लेवल के अगर हाइपर स्टार है तो मेट्रो के साथ मर्ज हो जाए, एक फैक्ट्री दूसरी फैक्ट्री के साथ, एक फार्म दूसरे फार्म के साथ, हॉरिजॉन्टली ये मतलब होता है. फॉरवर्ड वर्टिकल इंटीग्रेशन और बैकवर्ड वर्टिकल इंटीग्रेशन. वर्टिकली मतलब कि या तो आप अपने सप्लायर के साथ बैकवर्ड मर्जर हो जाएं या फॉरवर्ड में रिटेलर पे मर्जर हो जाएं. तो फॉरवर्ड वर्टिकल इंटीग्रेशन सेम इंडस्ट्री बट लेटर स्टेज, एग्जांपल टेक्सटाइल मिल टेक ओवर रिटेल आउटलेट्स. The merger gives an assured outlet for their product. The profit margin made by the retailer is absorbed by the expanded business. The retailer could be prevented from selling to competitors. So these are the key points for the forward vertical integration. Now when we speak in terms of backward vertical integration, same industry but earlier stage, example textile mill takes over cotton farms. The merger gives an assured supply of important components. The profit margin of the supplier is absorbed by the expanded business. Cost of components and supplies for the manufacturer could be controlled. So this is the example of the backward vertical integration. Conglomerate merger, इसका आसान जो मतलब है वो क्या है कि इसकी जगह हम डिवर्सिफिकेशन भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं. जैसे मास्टर है तो उसके मास्टर मल्टीफॉर्म भी है, मास्टर ट्रक भी है, मास्टर टाइल भी है, मास्टर चेयर्स भी हैं, तो डिफरेंट चीज़ें बना दो. Conglomerate merger involves a merger between two businesses that are not related to each other, that is completely different industry. Example, shoemaker takes over cement factory. With this type of merger, the company can cross-sell its products to the customer of the other company. The business has the option to utilize the managers from different sectors into its business whenever the need arises. It helps the business to achieve economies of scale, various costs of business. So these are the advantages. Now, who would find it useful comparing the size of the business? किसको फायदा होगा कि एक बिजनेस को दूसरे बिजनेस से कंपेयर करने का? Investors, before deciding which business to put their savings into. Governments, often there are different tax rates for small and large businesses. Competitors, to compare their size and importance with other firms. Workers, to have some idea of how many people they might be working with, and banks to see how important a loan to the business is compared to its overall size. Now, मैं जो है स्मूथली इसलिए चल रहा हूँ कि हम बहुत ही डिटेल में एक एक स्लाइड डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. Right now we are just having the revision, but still if you feel like that you need to ask me anything, so you could do it. You can write it down, your questions, and you can ask me at the end of the lecture. Now, how the businesses can be compared? What are the different ways? By value of output, by number of employees, by sales, by profits, and by capital employed. Why do some business likely to remain small? बड़े क्यों नहीं होना चाहिए, वो बस small क्यों रहते हैं? तो उसके कुछ reasons हैं. The type of industry the business operates in. हेयर ड्रेसर हो गया, विंडो क्लीनिंग हो गया, प्लम्बर हमने नहीं देखा कि चेन बनी हो. तो हेयर आर सम एग्जांपल इंडस्ट्रीज वेयर मोस्ट फर्म्स रिमेन स्मॉल. हेयर ड्रेसिंग, कार रिपेयर्स, विंडो क्लीनिंग, कन्वीनियंस स्टोर्स एंड प्लम्बर्स. ठीक है. Market size, if the total number of potential customer is small, then the business are likely to remain small as only few customers would afford it. For example, exotic cars, expensive fashion, clothing remain small. So owner's objective, बहुत से ओनर्स कहते हैं कि हमने जो है वो टेंशन फ्री काम करना, ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं पालनी. तो सम ओनर्स प्रेफर टू कीप देयर बिजनेस स्मॉल इन ऑर्डर टू अवॉइड द स्ट्रेस एंड वरी ऑफ रनिंग अ लार्ज बिजनेस. व्हाई सम बिजनेस फेल? क्यों बिजनेस जो है फेल हो जाते हैं? एक तो पुअर मैनेजमेंट की वजह से, फेलियर टू प्लान फॉर चेंज, जैसे कि पेंडेमिक में चेंज हुआ, सब ई कॉमर्स पे चले गए. पुअर फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट, इस वजह से भी कि लोगों के पास कैश नहीं था इसलिए बंद हो गए. या फिर ओवर एक्सपेंशन इतना फैला लिया कि कंट्रोल करना मुश्किल हो गया। रिस्क ऑफ न्यू बिजनेस स्टार्ट, बहुत से स्टार्ट हुए और उन्होंने सही रिसर्च नहीं की थी तो बैठ गए। ठीक है, देन हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि व्हाट आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, बिजनेस ऑब्जेक्टिव्स एंड स्टेक होल्डर्स ऑब्जेक्टिव्स। Objectives of the business are the aims or targets toward which the business would like to achieve in future. There are different business objectives such as to make a profit, to expand the business, to increase added value, to achieve business survival and to provide a service. जब भी नया बिजनेस सेट होगा तो पहले वो सरवाइव करेगा, एक दो साल सर्वाइवल पीरियड पे होगा, कस्टमर बनेंगे, गेट टू नो ईच अदर, देन उसका बेस बढ़ेगा, अपने एक्सपेंसेस को कवर करे, कॉस्ट को कवर करे, एंड देन टू मेक अ प्रॉफिट एंड देन टू एक्सपेंड द बिजनेस एंड सो ऑन. Now, who are the business stakeholders? They are different groups which are involved and affected by or have some interest in the business activity. दो तरह के स्टेक होल्डर्स होते हैं, एक इंटरनल और एक एक्सटर्नल। इंटरनल कौन से होते हैं? जो कि बिजनेस के अंदर हों, जैसे कि ओनर्स हो गए, वर्कर्स हो गए, मैनेजर्स हो गए। ठीक है, और एक्सटर्नल कौन से होते हैं? कंज्यूमर्स हैं, गवर्नमेंट है, कम्युनिटी है। अब ओनर का क्या इंटरेस्ट होगा? उसको जाहिर है कि प्रॉफिट चाहिए, पैसा लगाया उसने। वर्कर्स का क्या होगा? सैलरीज हैं, वेजेस हैं। मैनेजर्स का क्या होगा कि उनको प्रमोशन चाहिए, उनको सैलरी चाहिए, गाड़ी नहीं चाहिए। ठीक है जी, तो बिजनेस ग्रो करेगा तो ये सारी चीज़ें मिलेगी। कंज्यूमर्स को क्या चाहिए? राइट क्वालिटी, राइट प्राइस, ये दो चीज़ें मिल रही हैं तो उसको और कुछ नहीं चाहिए। ठीक है, और आपकी जाहिर है कि आजकल डिलीवरी ऑप्शन है, तो आपकी जो है कि आराम से अगर डिलीवरी हो रही है तो नथिंग लाइक दैट। गवर्नमेंट को क्या चाहिए? टैक्सेस चाहिए, और वांट मेक श्योर कि वो हार्मफुल प्रोडक्ट्स बिजनेस ना प्रोड्यूस करे और प्राइसेस सही हों। कम्युनिटी को क्या चाहिए? क्या इंटरेस्ट है उसका? कम्युनिटी का इंटरेस्ट है कि पोल्यूशन ना क्रिएट हो, साउंड, नॉइस एंड एयर। Why business objectives would change over time? ऑब्जेक्टिव क्यों बदल जाते हैं? बिजनेस आफ्टर सर्वाइवल पीरियड वुड चेंज ऑब्जेक्टिव, हाई प्रॉफिट। एक दो साल सर्वाइव किया, अब उसका बिजनेस ऑब्जेक्टिव चेंज हो गया, अब उसमें हायर प्रॉफिट्स पे आ गया। A business has achieved higher market share and now has objectives of higher return for shareholders. ठीक है, और a profit making business operates in country facing a serious recession, now has the short term objectives of survival. Example, airlines, restaurants, schools, शादी हॉल्स। तो इन कोरोना वायरस टाइम, तो जो भी प्रॉफिट में थे वो भी किस में आ गए? रिसेशन में। तो दिस इज इट फॉर टुडे। टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ, हैव अ गुड रिव्यू, इंशाल्लाह वी आर गोइंग टू मीट इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। अल्लाह हाफिज़।